Have you ever captured something in a photo that wasn't supposed to be there?
A man named Daniel Carter claimed to have done just that, snapping images of beings from another dimension.
He posted his findings online, showing ghostly figures with elongated limbs, glowing auras, and an eerie, translucent form. But just hours after sharing them, his account was mysteriously deleted without warning. Daniel insisted that under the right conditions, anyone could photograph these hidden entities, beings invisible to the human eye. Were they real, or was something more sinister at play? The sudden disappearance of his online presence only fueled speculation. Some believed he had stumbled upon a truth that they didn't want the world to see. But the real question is, what did he see that was so dangerous it had to be erased? They don't want you to see this. A man named Lucas Everett claimed to have captured undeniable proof of multidimensional beings. His images posted online depicted eerie figures with elongated limbs, shifting energy patterns, and a ghostly glow, forms that shouldn't exist in our reality. But just as his findings began gaining attention, his account was completely wiped from the internet. No warnings, no explanations, just erased. The sudden removal of his account raised alarm among those following his research. Had he uncovered something that was never meant to be seen? Many began speculating that a cover-up was in motion. The idea that cameras can capture what the human eye cannot isn't new. Researchers have long believed that under specific electromagnetic conditions, cameras, especially those with infrared and ultraviolet capabilities, can detect entities that exist beyond normal human perception. These beings are thought to shift between dimensions, momentarily appearing as they cross energetic thresholds. Lucas's photographs showed bizarre humanoid shapes with distorted proportions, some pulsating as if made of pure energy. Analysts suggested that these beings weren't just apparitions, they were moving through realities, existing on a frequency just beyond our senses. But modern digital technology, electromagnetic sensors, and high-frequency cameras may be bridging that gap, allowing brief glimpses into their hidden world. If true, the implications are staggering. What else exists alongside us that we simply cannot see? Shortly after Lucas's images went viral, his entire digital presence vanished. His posts, comments, and years of research were erased without a trace, as if he had never existed. Those who had been closely following his work saw this as clear evidence that someone, perhaps a powerful organization, didn't want this information to spread. Was this a case of censorship, or had Lucas exposed a truth too dangerous for the public to know? And if so, who is controlling what we are allowed to see? What if the world you see is only a fraction of what truly exists? Lucas Everett believed he had uncovered something extraordinary, proof of multidimensional beings existing alongside us just beyond our perception. His images showed eerie, elongated figures pulsating with energy, shifting in and out of visibility. But no sooner had he shared his findings online than his entire digital presence was erased. His account, his posts, even his name, gone. This disappearance only deepened the mystery. Had he stumbled upon something that powerful forces wanted hidden? For decades, theories have circulated that intelligence agencies and secret organizations are aware of these beings, but have kept the knowledge from the public. Some believe they are ancient watchers, observing humanity from beyond the veil of our physical world. Others suggest they might be guiding forces, subtly shaping events in ways we cannot yet comprehend. The scientific community remains divided. While some researchers entertain the possibility of parallel dimensions and entities beyond human perception, skeptics dismiss the claims as illusions or digital artifacts. But those who have studied these images firsthand argue otherwise. The patterns in their appearance, the distortions in their forms, and their strange interactions with electromagnetic energy all suggest a phenomenon that cannot be easily explained away. Interestingly, these modern discoveries bear a striking resemblance to ancient legends. Across history, cultures have described encounters with beings that exist in parallel realities: spirits, shadow people, angels, and supernatural guardians. Could these entities be the same ones that humanity has documented for centuries in folklore and religious texts? If so, their existence would rewrite everything we know about reality. Despite skepticism, more people are reporting encounters with these beings, some during deep meditation, others in altered states of consciousness. Some even claim to have communicated with them through dreams or extrasensory perception. Lucas Everett may have been one of the few to capture tangible proof, which could explain why his findings were so quickly suppressed. The deletion of his account has only fueled curiosity. Independent researchers have since begun experimenting with high-frequency cameras and electromagnetic sensors in hopes of capturing similar images. Some claim to have succeeded, producing eerie photographs of strange figures lurking just outside human perception. These findings continue to spark debate, but they reinforce one chilling idea: there is more to reality than we can perceive with our limited senses. If these beings are real, who else knows about them? Have they been studied in secret? The suppression of information only strengthens the belief that something profound is being hidden. Are these entities simply passing through our dimension, or do they have a vested interest in humanity? And perhaps the most unsettling question of all, what happens when we finally see them? What if the mind isn't just imagining things, but actually unlocking another reality? DMT, a powerful psychedelic found in plants, animals, and even humans, has long been associated with profound and mysterious experiences. When consumed, it rapidly binds to serotonin receptors in the brain, sending users into a short but intense journey, one filled with vivid geometric patterns, impossible landscapes, and, most intriguingly, encounters with otherworldly beings. These entities, often called machine elves, alien-like figures, or even divine guides, seem to communicate with users in ways that feel far too structured to be mere hallucinations. Some describe them as playful, others as wise and all-knowing, guiding individuals through an unknown dimension. But the strangest part? People from completely different backgrounds, cultures, and belief systems report seeing the same types of beings. Title: Are these entities projections of the mind or something more? One explanation is that these beings are simply constructs of the subconscious, manifestations of Carl Jung's collective unconscious, where deep-seated archetypes emerge in altered states. The mind, overwhelmed by sensory overload, may create these figures as a way to interpret the experience. But another theory suggests something far more unsettling. What if DMT is not creating hallucinations at all, but instead unlocking the brain's ability to perceive other dimensions? Many researchers believe that reality is layered, with multiple dimensions existing beyond human perception. According to string theory, physics already suggests the existence of extra dimensions beyond our known universe. Could DMT be acting as a key, momentarily granting access to these hidden realms? Some users claim that the entities they encounter impart knowledge or cryptic messages, sometimes even things they couldn't have known beforehand. The intelligence and autonomy of these beings feel too structured to be random hallucinations. They don't just appear, they interact. Ancient traditions support this theory. For centuries, shamans from indigenous cultures have used DMT-containing plants in sacred ceremonies to communicate with spirits, ancestors, and unseen beings. The consistency of these experiences, spanning thousands of years, suggests that modern psychedelic users may simply be rediscovering what ancient mystics have known all along. If these beings are real, who or what are they? Are they mere observers, guides, or something beyond human comprehension? Science struggles to explain these experiences. Traditional neuroscience argues that DMT distorts perception, making the brain see patterns and forms where none exist. But if that were true, why do so many people describe the same encounters? If DMT does indeed open a gateway to another dimension, then the implications are earth-shattering. It would suggest that reality is far more complex than we ever imagined, and that we are not alone, not in the universe nor even in our own reality. Perhaps the boundary between worlds is thinner than we think, and perhaps, under the right conditions, we're not just looking into their world. They're looking back.
For decades, the experiences reported by those who take DMT have baffled scientists, mystics, and researchers alike. The vivid visions, the encounters with intelligent otherworldly beings, and the overwhelming sense of being transported to an entirely different realm. Are these merely hallucinations, or are they revealing a deeper truth about the nature of consciousness and reality itself? Despite skepticism, the consistency of these reports is striking. People from vastly different backgrounds and cultures, with no prior knowledge of each other's experiences, describe eerily similar encounters. Some say they met shadowy figures watching them with unknown intent, while others describe intricate geometric landscapes filled with luminous beings who seem to possess advanced intelligence. While mainstream science has yet to fully explain these experiences, researchers believe that DMT may unlock hidden aspects of the brain's perception, allowing it to access realms normally beyond human awareness. Studies using fMRI and EEG technology could help us understand what happens during these altered states, specifically how DMT affects cognition, sensory processing, and the way the brain constructs reality itself. But research into DMT has been severely limited, largely due to legal restrictions on psychedelic substances. If these barriers were lifted, scientists could explore whether DMT is simply tricking the brain, or truly allowing us to perceive another dimension. If the mind is capable of perceiving realities beyond our normal senses, then the implications are staggering. Could DMT hold the key to understanding not just consciousness, but the universe itself? Could it reveal that we are part of something much greater, something we've only begun to scratch the surface of? Science may not have all the answers yet, but one thing is certain: those who experience the DMT realm never see reality the same way again. Perhaps the truth isn't beyond our reach. Perhaps it's been hidden inside us all along. What if we've been looking at reality all wrong? The experiences reported by DMT users raise profound questions that science has yet to answer. Are these visions just illusions of the mind, or are they glimpses into hidden dimensions? Are these beings merely products of our subconscious, or do they exist beyond our reality, waiting to be discovered? For now, the truth remains uncertain, but as research continues and more people share their experiences, one thing becomes clear: there is far more to existence than what we can see, hear, or touch. Perhaps the greatest mystery is not out there in the cosmos, but within our own minds.